But speaking of the coronavirus, there was an outbreak of COVID-19 at a recent swingers event in New Orleans. Believe it or not, the 5-day, this is the title, Naughty Nawlins convention last month became a super spreader event after at least 41 swingers tested positive for coronavirus. The event's host says they did everything possible to stay safe, including touchless check-ins, testing folks who attended the event, but it clearly wasn't enough. Ya think? This is so, I know we're all laughing about it, but how irresponsible. If we're going to be up in arms about Sturgis Festival, about other things, about people going to mega churches, we need to be up in arms about this too.
Yeah, we are. I mean, no one's saying that this is cool. I'm just actually surprised that, first of all, this happened. Because this is an event, I'm assuming, with swingers events, that there almost has to be some touching. You know, I'm assuming that there is voyeurism. I went to hedonism once. I'll tell you about that.
What? What's that?
I did a tour of the facility. It's a
Tell me everything.
It's a swingers event. Remember I hosted that kids show? It was called Awesome Adventures.
You put those two together.
No, we shot. It was a kids show, and it was shot at the Breezes in Negril, and literally across the way was hedonism. So I saw the lifestyle of swingers. It seems to be a community that does follow the rules, but I feel like in this situation, it can't.
It's not
like counterintuitive.
contactless.
That's what I'm saying. It's counterintuitive. It's impossible.
My thing here is, and I'm going to get in some trouble, so I'm already just preempting you. We label things super spreader events, whether it be Naughty New Orleans or the White House or whatever it may be, right? We put these labels on, whether it be 50 people infected, 100 people, 200 people. Nobody wants to put the protests on that radar, right? Because it was for such a big thing for Black Lives Matter, and I'm not knocking what it was for, but there was a lot of people out there. Nobody wants to talk about that might have been a super spreader event. I don't know why it's so taboo to talk about that.
Because they did contact tracing with a lot of the protests, and I'm sure people got infected by COVID. However, because of the contact tracing and because it was outdoors and because the vast majority of those individuals, and I'm not just saying it because I believe in Black Lives Matter.
But you have to be crazy to tell me that 40 people at the White House is a super spreader event. 250 people are at this event.
They weren't wearing masks.
Just wait, Tori. Hold on a second. 250 people are at this Naughty New Orleans event. 41 of them got it. That's a super spreader. Say all 250 of them got it. I don't care. Say all 250 of them. And I'm not, again, pointing out Black Lives Matter here. I'm saying more than 250 people contracted the coronavirus throughout all the protests. Please give me that. Please, I know I'm going to get killed, but I'm just trying to talk logically so we could have a conversation in the future. By saying that never happened and they wore masks and they were outside, that's crazy talk. Despite what it was for, that's crazy talk.
I get your point, and I agree with you that any group of people,
whether it be a celebration
or big
whatever.
Right. 100%, it's unsafe. However, I think if anything, it proves that masks and outdoor environments do work. Of course, people I'm sure got infected, but when they did the contact tracing and they compared it to being indoors without masks, they saw a huge discrepancy to the people that did get COVID and the people that did not. So if anything, I think it only will help reinforce our beliefs that if you're going to do this, if you feel like you have to do this, no matter what it is, wear the mask and be outside.
Right, and it has to do with mentality. I know we got to go, I'm sorry, but your mentality going into it, if you're at a super spreader event, if you're a person that wears masks, believes in washing your hands, you probably won't take that disease with you. But if you are a person that's sitting close to somebody, telling the American public that this is a hoax, this is not that big a deal, you think it's a bad thing to wear a mask, and bring your American flags, don't bring your mask. That mentality for male, female, whoever is going to go out and practice unsafe coronavirus things. So I think that's what it is.
But Jeff's point is valid. I hear you.
And sorry, Tori, I didn't mean I wanted
Jeff,
to hear you too, but we
man.
got to move on. Sorry about that.
But Tori.